Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Lola, your Empress of Love, and I'm giving you the tea on love and romance. Thank you again for watching my channel. I'd like to encourage you to subscribe. Also, if you would like a personal reading, you may go to www.whatstheteatarot.com, and you will see this in the description bar below. I have given this information below, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I do same-day readings. I do readings by appointment, and all of my readings are done by phone. I will be glad to assist you in further readings. Right now we're going to get started with Aries for the month of November 15th through the 30th, 2016. This is your love and romance reading. If I feel the need to give you some information on finance or career, then I'll do so. But for the most part, my specialty is in love and romance readings. Okay, we're going to get started. The first card that I have for the Aries is the Tower card. The Tower card, hope you can see that, okay? The Tower card is a card that indicates destruction, things coming to an end. And as it relates to love and romance, an unexpected event is going to destroy your love or your trust in someone. Something that you did not see coming, something that is very devastating, something coming out of left field, I want to say. Most times, if you know anything about the tarot, when people see the Tower, they get concerned because they know that the Tower means destruction. However, in this reading for Aries for November 15th through the 30th, 2016, you have the Tower in the reverse position, which if you're going to get the Tower in your reading ever at all, you want to get it in a reverse position. Because I found that with the Tower in the reverse position, it generally indicates destruction. That much is true. However, when it's in the reverse position, it also indicates that there will be a rebuilding. I oftentimes like to compare the Tower card to incidents that happened on a level of destruction and devastation, like the September 11th type destruction. Something that comes out of left field. You didn't see coming. You didn't foresee it. You didn't expect it, but it came and rocked your world. It devastated you. It just tore everything apart. It just ripped the foundation right out of the socket. However, like I said, because it's in the reverse position, like September 11th in the Twin Towers, the devastation and destruction was great. However, what they've replaced it with is even greater. It's even better. And it's a greater monument and a greater testament to the whole destruction. And yes, we can look back and say that this destruction did happen, but look at what's there now. And that's what this card in this position is telling Aries, is that though there's going to be destruction and a relationship coming to an end in a very destructive and unexpected way, it will be rebuilt. Okay? I want to even go a little bit further and say that the destruction may come in the form of a lie. It may be an abandonment that's unexpected, or even infidelity. Um, Something that you did not expect, okay? I often say also something like maybe you and your significant other may be sitting watching a television show, and one person wants to turn the channel and the other person wants to watch the show that's on, and it causes a big brawl. Something that normally you would say, oh, okay, it's no biggie. Well, this will turn into a biggie and just rip the relationship apart. Um, Again, the only good part about this card in this particular position is that it tells me that the relationship will be restored, or something better will be in its place to make up for any loss in this situation. The next card that we have is the Star card, and the Star card is your wish card. And the wish card here, as it relates to love and romance, indicates that you may be feeling the lack of love or romance in your life, and you're seeking love, you're wanting love, you're wanting to meet that special person, you're dreaming or hoping of meeting that special person, and this is happening for Aries in this time frame, uh, November 15th through the 30th, 2016. And even though I'm giving that time frame, it's because that's the time frame that I'm giving this reading for. Um, it could happen beyond that, but you'll start to see the fruit of your wish come true in that time frame. And it's one of those things that you're getting your wish here. And as I said, it's really, as it relates to love and romance, you're going to meet that special person, or something is going to happen that's going to encourage or inspire your wish of meeting someone, or if you're involved in a relationship already, the relationship that you have will be strengthened. Or if the relationship that's in question is a little rocky, or even a lot rocky, things will start to come together, and you will be getting your wish regarding your relationship or relationships, Aries. The next card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles, again, you'll be thinking about romance, and you'll be wanting to have that significant relationship, that significant love relationship. And again, if your relationship already exists, then you'll be wishing that your lover is more responsive or more loving toward you. As for the Ace of Pentacles here, if you are concerned about money, concerned about work or career, along with your love concerns, this card indicates that money's coming, that that this is a good time for planting, for starting new projects, and for allowing things to grow. Even as your love grows, your finances are going to be growing as well, as this card indicates here. Then we have what's called the Crystal Tarot, and this is the box that the Crystal Tarot comes in. And these cards, the Crystal Tarot, are new cards for me. And so what I've done is I've made some notes for myself to give you more insight as to what these cards represent. Now you have the four. You have the four. Well, let me say that two cards came out, and when that happens, I like to bring forth both of them, because that tells me that if they both come out, then they both need to be read. So the first one is the four, and that's the joy and stability card, which the key words here are happiness, celebration, sharing, and renewal. Okay, this card brings a joyful energy It's about seeking happiness and pursuing happiness, and it's about not worrying about things of the heart, because things of the heart are coming together, and um, and it's a reason for celebration here, and it's seeking your best. What you want to pay attention to is what you're thinking about, because the law of attraction is in place here. And if you're thinking about good, then good is coming to you. If you're thinking about that good relationship, then that good relationship is coming to you. If you're wanting to repair a relationship, then that is going to be happening too. Um, because that's what the four here represents, as the crystal tarot cards reveal, that you will be having a time of celebration and uh, rejuvenating relationships. And as you renew yourself, your relationships will be renewed and rejuvenated as well. And it's a time to be a good listener, a time to feel the flow of good energy and communication toward others. It's a time for um, uh, rebuilding and coming together and repairing relationships, and it's a good place to be in. Then the other card that you have here is the Six, and it is the love card in the Crystal Tarot. And that card indicates the key words here are um, uh, uh, relate, choosing, um, harmonizing, and romance. It's a time for creativity and reconciliation. Again, is coming up. There's an opportunity for new relationships or romance to bloom. It's a time for improving existing relationships, and also a good time for healing old relationships. Again, um, it's staying in the same order of what the other cards are saying, and it's a time also for looking for new love if you're not involved at all. But again, if you are involved, it's a good time um, um, for reconciling. And if you're not involved, it's also a good time for making yourself available and for being open to new relationships. And for existing relationships, it's a time to be creative, a time to do things like planning a weekend getaway with that special person, or maybe making a romantic dinner, or just simply letting that person know how you feel about them, how much you love them, and how much you appreciate them. And also, it's a time for healing um, relationships that are maybe what we would call disharmonious. That's not on such good balance, and things aren't on the up and up, and aren't where you want them to be. But it's a time to have dialogue, time to talk to this person and maybe let them know how you're really feeling, and you know, just putting things out there, and uh, letting this person know that you care about the relationship and you want to improve it. Even if it's a situation where maybe there's no way that you and this person could ever be back together, but you don't want the bad blood there either, and you just want to clear the air and just let this person know it was a good ride. You know, it was good knowing you, and it's good to know you. And I just want to make things right with you, and just be at least cordial to one another, and not have that bad vibe in the air there. And that's what the love card here is indicating for you. Then the next card that we have is called the Q&E, which is it's quick and easy tarot. this is the box that it comes in, okay? That card. And I want to tell you a little something about this deck. For a while, I stopped using this deck because it was so accurate, and at the time, I was going through not such a good time in my own life, and it just every card just got to be worse and worse, and I just got to the point. I said, "Look, I'm going to throw these cards away," and I didn't throw them away, but I wanted to. Um, I want to tell you that this card has the words on the front, which makes it pretty good for if you're a beginner reader. Um, because the gold represents the upright and the blue represents the reverse. Well, um, for this card, you drew the lover card, Aries, and it basically says here that it's the beginning of a romance. There's temptation, attraction, sexuality, lust, and love. In order for a relationship to work, you must leave your parents, it's saying, Aries. That's an indication, Aries, you need to grow up, okay? Um, here it's indicating that this is a period of good times, close friends, and close friends, and wait a second, with close friends, and hold on, wait a second, let me put my glasses on. So it's close friends and adventures. Okay, and also it indicates that there's an important decision that's gonna need to be made. Okay, the writing is so small on there. I had to make myself a note so that I don't get stuck like I just got stuck when I'm trying to read it to you. Um, Also, the Lover's card indicates for some of you, Aries, separation. Separation that makes you feel um, alienation and frustration. So there may also be some separation going on for some of you, Aries, that um, things are going to turn around for you. Um, but just keep in mind that there may be some separation going on for some of you, Aries. The next card that we have here is the Two of Pentacles. And I pulled this card asking the universe to give me a follow-up on the first card that we have. And the Two of Pentacles indicates that you'll be trying to maintain emotional control when you're faced with upsetting news or circumstances. Okay, and that is in um, line with the first card, and it lets me know that the first card, which indicates unexpected destruction in your relationship, this card also indicates that there will be some upsetting news concerning love and romance. But this card, the Two of Pentacles, as love and romance goes, it wants you to know that your lover feels the same way that you feel. It's not one of these things where your lover has left you and they're going on with their life and they're not thinking about you and they're just, you're just leaving you hanging and then they're just moving on. It's not a situation like that. The upsetting situation, the emotional turmoil that you're feeling, your lover is feeling the same way. And sometimes that's good to know, that while you're suffering, he or she is suffering as well. Um, that I think is part of the reason why there may be a reconciliation, because if you're both feeling the burn and missing each other, then that will help you to come back together and understand and realize that life is better together than apart. And I think that that's why um, that's one of the reasons why you will wind up back together, Aries, that are going to reconcile with a current relationship that will end abruptly, um, unexpectedly. But I do see that you will get back together, and the foundation will be rebuilt, and it will be rebuilt even stronger. Um, Now, the last set of cards that we have here are from a deck that's called Love and Relationship. And the way that these cards are read is there are three colors. You have your amethyst, your rose, and your turquoise, which spell out ART. And you read the cards according to the color, starting with the amethyst, the rose, and then the turquoise. But you read it straight across. And what I've done here is with the turquoise, I felt the need that both of these cards need to be in play. So that's why you have two turquoise cards. From time to time, two cards will come out, or I'll feel that you need to have both cards read, and that's what I will do. So the way that these cards read are the worker champions the past, truth. And then you read this the middle portion straight across as one reading, and it says here, face being alone. Once you stop fearing it and know you can, you may not have to. Strive to break free of restrictions. Things will stay the same unless you are willing to fight the status quo and examine and overcome limiting habits and attitudes formed as a protective reactions to painful events in the past. Examine all motives with brutal honesty, even if the truth hurts. Admit it and work hard to accept its lessons. Then the last portion reads more like a poem or a rhyme or something like that. It reads, though it may be hard to do, act like there's no love for you. Concentrate and do work hard and learn love's lessons from the cards. Such independence may attract the kind of love you think you lack. You'll show true genius if you dare rebel against rules doctrinaire. Experiment and bend those rules. Forget the old ways learned in school. Now try an unconventional way and do not fear what others say. Habits born of hurt long past can grow like weeds that choke the grass. Lessons that you still must learn into a different form will turn. What we learned when we were young can help or hurt in the long run. Tell the truth, but listen too when others tell the truth to you. The gift truth brings to those who care, the special trust the soulmates share. If one you love tells you a lie, give one more chance, then say goodbye. Now, I would venture to say that that is in um, line with what the reading started out with, and that it's talking about your being alone. It's talking about your freeing yourself of the dependency of another person and learning to stand on your own and allowing that courage to be your attraction that will attract true love to you versus being so desperate that you say, oh, I'm going to deal with anybody. I'll take anybody just so that I'm not alone. These the art cards are indicating and encouraging you to go it alone for whatever time frame that you have to go it alone and allow yourself to be with yourself and to learn from the past. You may even say, oh, you're feeling the pain or past hurts from being abandoned or left or lied to in the past, whether it be in a relationship or in your childhood in some area. It's saying learn from that past and leave that past behind you and break all the rules that you have to have somebody there and understand that the truth is that you can go it alone, and when you begin to go it alone, that will be the attraction that will attract someone who is just as independent as you are, but who's willing to share his or her life with you, and the two of you can share your independence as well as your love for each other that will grow into a true love because it's not out of desperation but out of true love and care for wanting to share your wholeness with each other and wanting to come together, and at the same time allowing you to know that there's some mistakes that have been made, but give this person another chance. However, don't be anybody's fool. And it indicates that give this person another chance. However, if they lie again, then forget about it. You know. So I would like to say that I think that this is a pretty good reading for Aries. It talks about lots of love, though we start with the destruction, but it's like if your house caught on fire and you lost everything. Well, that's devastation, true enough. But if you look at it from the bright side, in that um, you lost everything in the fire, and no, you can't live there anymore. No, you don't have any of those items anymore, and you have to move on. But you have an opportunity to get all brand new. Everything now is brand new. You're going to get a brand new house. You're going to get brand new things. You're going to get, all the things that you probably wouldn't have gotten had not that destruction of fire came about. And I want to say it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. And that's it's like when your bad is good, then you're good. So just look at it that way, that even though there's some unforeseen events coming about, something coming out of left field that will rip this relationship apart or rip your trust for the person that you trust and love apart, but know that it's going to come back together and it's going to be better, even if it's with a new person. I don't see necessarily new people coming in if you are already in a relationship. I see relationships being reconciled, and if you're not in a relationship, new people coming into your life, and that new relationships are being formed in that way, and even relationships that may not be able to actually come together, and that maybe you had a relationship with someone and they're now moved on and you've moved on, but you still care for each other. But now I see that you will at least be able to share that knowledge with each other, telling each other that you still care, even knowing that you may have to see this person next lifetime. And that's um, epic, and that you can at least settle that score and know that you can be cordial to each other and know that each of you feel the same about the other and that you both still care, even though your lives may have taken different turns in this lifetime, but that you still love and care for each other, and that makes a difference. And perhaps even in this lifetime, you may see each other down the road, at a different time, in a different space in your lives, for whatever reasons. I'm reminded of a couple who were separated. They were married young, but they were separated for eons, and they both got back together. They had been with other people for many years, and both the relationships didn't work out in the long run. Even though they had been with other people for a long period of time, they wound up getting back together, and it was a shocker. They had been separated, I'm talking like over 20 years, and they wind up getting back together and living a full life together with each other until death did part them. But it was beautiful. So this is what I'm seeing, this type of reconciliation, or at least coming together with an understanding that the love is still there, even if you can't be together, and reconciling loves that are coming to an end now, but shortly they will reconcile, as well as people who are not in relationships and looking to be in a relationship, finding that special person as you enjoy your independence and your being with yourself. That part of your life is coming to an end because you're getting your wish and finding that person that you're hoping to meet, or wanting to be in a good relationship with. So, Aries, I hope that this reading was helpful to you, and that you understood what I was trying to convey to you. And I look forward to hearing from you again. If you would like a personal reading, I do readings by phone, same day readings, as well as by appointment only. If that's your choice, you can check me out at www.whatsthettarot.com. And again, that information is listed below in the description box. Thank you, and see you next month. Ciao.